everyone, I'm Genesis from the Genesis Way. Welcome back to my channel, and today I have a story time for you about my hair journey. So the more I get into this beautiful hair curly community, I read stories of people that struggle with being a natural hair person. So I decided to share my story because I think it's important that we share our experiences to inspire others to do the same. So I'm gonna start from my childhood. I was born in 1993 in Puerto Rico from a Puerto Rican mother and a Dominican father. I actually got my hair from my dad. He had long curly hair. He decided to cut it after that, but besides the point. And from a young age, I started to get relaxers, mainly because it was just kind of like easier that way. I would have less shrinkage and it was just easy to manage. And we were also in a household of 4 children, so all of us had curly hair, so I mean, no hard feelings on that. And you know, I also was used to straighten my hair for special occasions, for birthdays, graduations, weddings, etc. I do want to point out that my parents were never like, oh, curly hair is bad, like you have pelo malo, like it was never any of those things. They always encouraged me to be myself, and I have always loved my curly hair. I just didn't like that it was like so difficult to manage, that I had and still have to get so many products for it to work, and that it was like technically short. Which brings me to my teenage years. Well, you know, easily I think the teenage years are kind of difficult because you have to stop being a child and start being a person that does your own hair, and my hair was really difficult, so I have to start doing that. I think it's different in different parts of the world, but in Puerto Rico, you go to middle school when you're from 7th grade to 9th grade. So I'm gonna divide it between that, my teenager years, okay? So the first 2 years were fine. Basically 7th and 8th grade, I will straighten my hair, but most of the time I will like do the usual curly hair in the back, and then my pollina, my little bangs would be like straightened out in here. I would do this thing that I don't even know what it is, but like I would use my hair as a diadema. So I would like splash my hair with gel and then like use a moño in the back, and that will be one of the styles. Now this is the part of the story that gets really good. So I went to 9th grade. In 9th grade in Puerto Rico, you graduate, so in special occasions you straighten your hair, so I wanted to do that. But there was a lot of popular crazy stuff that you will do in your hair, and the one that was really popular when I was in 9th grade was to dye the back of your hair a different color, which probably would have been like a blonde or red, like a complete different color than your normal hair. And I of course wanted to do that. I wanted to dye it red. I don't know why, I just wanted to dye it red, and my parents didn't want to let me, and I convinced them, but like it was just really hard, like they didn't want to let me. So I was also a very involved child, and trust me, this has to do with the story. I was a really involved child into school. Like I always liked school, and I was really involved into like preparing for graduation and like prom and all that stuff. So my mom was part of the parents that will help organize graduation and prom and all these activities that we had to do to raise money to graduate and pay for all that stuff. So my mom was with another parent the day before the graduation, just kind of like running some errands, and then they had to go pick up my dress, and then I would go to the beauty salon to get my hair done. So it's like 5 p.m. and they go to the cleaners, and it was closed. Now my graduation was on a Sunday, that was a Saturday, therefore Sundays wasn't gonna be open, so I didn't have a dress. They tried to do their best to kind of like get to the people that own the cleaners, but it just didn't happen. So it was 5:36 on a Saturday, I needed to find a dress and get my hair done. Now, this was graduation time in the whole Puerto Rico, so it was difficult to find a dress. Like, all the places that you could think of, we went to those places, and everything was either like, there was just no dresses whatsoever. So we finally found one, but at that point it was like 9 or 10, and the person from the beauty salon, like, of course, you know, she just wasn't available anymore. So we were just like, we just didn't know what to do. We called my dad, and my dad called his barber, and the barber knew a beautician that was like really close to him. So we went to it, and she was like super nice. She was amazing. She treated us very well. I think my parents felt bad, so they let me dye my hair. But instead of doing it red, she dyed it like pink, because my dress was pink. So she dyed it pink, and basically it was like a fake color. So supposedly by washing it, it was gonna disappear, like the back of my hair, right? Okay, cool. So we did that, straightened my hair, looking good, looking fine. And then a couple of weeks passed, and the part that was pink wasn't like, it turned out to be like an orange, really disgusting like orange. Like, it was horrible. It was like, I don't even know how to explain it. So of course it just didn't come out, so we didn't know what to do. So basically we just went back to the lady, and during that time, it was time for my 15th birthday. I was turning 15, and I didn't want a quinceañera or anything. I just wanted to go out with my friends and straighten my hair. So I go there, and I wanted to dye my hair back. Now, most of the time, or almost every time that I would go to the beauty salon, I would relax my hair, so it would be easier for the beautician to like deal with my hair and straighten it or whatever. So I wanted to dye my hair back, like I said, and I went to a lady. She relaxed this part of my hair and dyed the back part of my hair. If you're someone that has experience both dyeing your hair and like relaxing your hair, you know that those are really strong chemicals. They smell chemicky. So I didn't knew at this time that that's what she was doing. I was even surprised because when she straightened my hair, it looked like I almost didn't have any hair. I was like, wow, she really snatched his hair. Like, it looked real fine. And then when I washed my hair to get it curly, you know, to get it back curly, a big chunk of my hair was gone on the back. Like, a big chunk of it. Like, I was just like, what is this? And honestly, there's no way in the world that that woman didn't notice that, because she was dealing with my hair. So of course I didn't went back to her. I had to go to another beautician to cut my hair, and I was just so sad because I looked like a freaking honguito, like a little mushroom. And I hated that the passion, my hair was so short. So like right when I went to like 10, 11, like high school basically, I straightened my hair as much as possible. Like all the time I would straighten my hair. My hair grew a little bit, but not as much as I wanted to. So I would like either do that or like straighten my bands and then my curly hair in the back. But I was just so mad at all that stuff. And to be honest, I don't know if it might be like this in other places, but in Puerto Rico, more than your hair being straight or whatever, it's about length. So if your hair is long, then it's pretty. Whether it is curly, whether it is straight, it doesn't matter. It's as long as it's long, it's pretty. So that I didn't feel like it was pretty because it wasn't long, it was short, and like that's horrible, and you don't do that, and only people that go to breakups do that. And I was in 10th grade, so I wasn't going to any breakup, just my hair. So anyway, I didn't feel comfortable at all with any of that stuff. then towards the end of high school, I started to feel a little more comfortable, and I stopped using gels because gels was messing up my hair a lot. So I stopped using gels and started using leave-ins, and my hair wasn't like 100% back, but it was just way better. So that brings me to college. I started using less and less gel, using more leave-ins. I will still straighten my hair, but mainly because it just was easy to manage on a day-to-day basis. I will try to use less of the flat iron, and basically because it was just so easy to just wake up and maybe just blow dry the hair a little bit instead of waking up super early to detangle my hair and all this stuff. So I was just tired of that, so I was straightening my hair. I did a lot of crazy things. I attempted to dye my hair purple. I said attempted because I used one of those dyes that were black, and with the light it was purple, but that didn't work. The last year of my bachelor's, I got hair extensions, which I absolutely loved. It was actually pretty good for me because I will straighten my hair, put on the clip-on hair extensions, and it would probably like last for like a week or two. So the only thing that of course I didn't like is that my hair would not curl as much as I wanted to, but again, it was just something really easy to manage at that time. Then I came to the US to pursue my master's, and my hair was so damaged, which I didn't notice until I started looking at pictures from that time. Basically, I also during that time I did blonde highlights. It would look cute on straightened hair, but you know, not on curly hair. I also dyed my hair brown, kind of like a light brown. And then for my graduation, again, a special occasion, I wanted to do something different, something radical. So what's more radical than dyeing your hair red, like red. Like I don't even know why I did that, but I did it myself. Like I didn't went to a beauty salon. So that's already a bad start. And then I loved it. Like it looked really nice, like both on curly and on red hair. I used extensions with the red hair. Like it looked really nice, but my curly hair suffered really bad. Like I had so much heat damage. My split were just like wide open. Like it looked so disgusting and so bad. Like again, I didn't notice this until like I started my curly hair journey, and I went back on those photos and I was like, who let me go out like that? I don't get it. So I stopped doing that. Of course, I got a job and I stopped doing that, and I met people, and they, you know, I already wanted to stop dyeing my hair, but they kind of like pushed me to do that. So I dyed my hair back to black, well, whatever, like brown, whatever, and then I cut my whole like damaged hair. Shout out to Shelby George who did that cut for me. And I'm not gonna lie, I hated it with a passion. I hated it with a passion because it was really short, not because it looked great. I just didn't like that it was short. But anyway, I started using Diva Curl products, which was the first kind of products that I started using, and I started seeing the results around like 3 months when I started using the products. And right about like November, I started seeing like how much healthy my hair looked. It was growing. It was still not as defined as I wanted it, but I could just like feel how much better it was. So after that, I did got another cut, a couple of like 5 months after that initial cut. It looked shorter, yes, but you know, I got okay with it basically, and I just started, you know, just loving my curls. And after that second cut, and I did straighten my hair, but then I haven't straightened my hair in about a year and so, and I plan to keep it that way. And basically my goal for this year is to grow my hair. I'll show you pictures. Most of my hair is already very defined. My other goal is to finally get a kind of like a diva cut, like a cut that is actually for like curly hair, so they can shape my hair so it can grow how it's supposed to grow. Now, I do want to point out, I do not hate on people that straighten their hair, that use weaves, hair extensions, braids, or anything like that. Do you, boo. Like, at the end of the day, if you feel comfortable and you feel okay, that's fine. That's perfect. I personally will at some point straighten my hair again, but I do want to find out a way to do it without damaging my curls, without just getting so much heat damage, basically. And I think at the end of the day, the important thing about a journey is that it's yours. Therefore, every kind of type of hair is different. As you can see in the story, my hair went through a lot of relaxing, a lot of dye, a lot of different things that I did to my hair. At some point I did do braids, so it's just a lot of for a hair to go through. So it has taken me a little longer than other people to do that. So do not compare your journey with others, because maybe that other person just straightened their hair but didn't dye it. And dyeing your hair, it's like a really just harsh chemical to your hair. So just have that in mind when you start your curly hair journey, that every person is different, and every hair is different as well. Thank you so much for watching this story time with me about my hair journey. It's been so much fun just looking at the photos, looking back at my hair choices, not the best ones. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and you can follow me on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Let me know in the comments what's your hair goals for this year. Is it to grow it out? Is it to do the big shop? Is it to do more deep conditioning? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for following. This has been Storytime by Hennessy's Way. See you in the next one. Bye.